Okay. Make sure everything's okay. Oh, that's cool looking Cavalier. Honestly. Okay, so actually, let me do something before we start. I should charge my phone. Plug that in. Okay. Anyways, now, yeah, I didn't really have anything to say. We are on Unfulfilled Heart, which hopefully means that we are going to be getting a what is it called? Heaven Seal, which hopefully means we're going to be getting a Heaven Seal. Let me make sure my mic's not muted or anything. Okay, no, we're good. I do have a fan going right now. Now, OBS is showing that the audio from the fan is not coming through. It's just when I talk. So my hope is that means that you can hear the fan. It has suddenly gotten very warm where I am. So hopefully the fan is not coming through. If it is, then I apologize for that. But hopefully we're okay here. But yeah, Heaven Seal would be really good. Nino, I believe, is ready to promote. I think she might be 20 or close to. Veda was replaced by Heath, which honestly kind of makes sense, given that he is a Wyvern. So, I'm actually bring a lot of people. So we did get Fiora, who's not terrible. What's up, Bello? Welcome, welcome. But not amazing. Okay, I think, like I said last time, I think it's time to just promote everybody. I don't think we're getting to the point in the game where like waiting is just pretty much useless. So I'm gonna promote Pent. Oh, wait, pirates can't use Earth Seals? Okay. So I can't promote both of them unless we get another Ocean Seal exactly. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. All right, well, I guess I'll promote Pet. Well, I guess I'll promote Sarah because she needs it more. Yeah, let's promote Sarah. Also, it's just funnier to promote Sarah, I think. Yeah, that is weird. I wonder why you can't use an Earth Seal on... Huh. Well, whatever. We'll promote Sarah, because Penn's stats are better, so we'll make them both pretty good. Although, we're going to be getting some pre-promotes, so I'm not sure how much we're going to be deploying either of these units going forward, but at least it'll give us some nice options, especially if units die. She's not terrible, she's not very good, but it's alright. Hector has a massive inventory. Oh, our inventory is full. We also have 1,000,000 talismans. Here, use a talisman. So we could just talisman Louise a whole bunch. I also don't hate talisman Wallace. Oh my god, this inventory being full is really annoying. We need to sell some stuff. There's no way I need both. Well, there is still a chance. Let's get rid of the secret book. Let's... Okay, we don't need these anti-Saxons. We could... You want to cap Louis' bulk? I'm kind of down. Or cap her res, I mean. Yeah, I'm down. How many more do we have? We only have 2 more. I don't think I can cap it, but I can come close. Jesus Christ. Does anybody else have one? Oh, you have 2 talismans? Alright. Jeez. Alright, it's capped. Who wants... Here, I'll give one to Wallace, then. Look at her stats. Oh my god. She's 25 defense and 25 res, along with 49 HP. That is some stat line. So do I want to bring... I don't hate bringing Fiora. Maybe we can give her a level here. I'm probably just going to wind up promoting her. I don't know if I'm even going to use her, to be honest. I don't know how important it is. Yeah, I think talismaning Wallace more would have been a good idea, but it's just funny to see Louise with Capped. We're getting relatively close to Wallace's promotion, but not quite there yet. Okay, so Nino is level 19, so she is very close. So I'll give her a heal. Hopefully, again, we do actually get a what do you call it? A Heaven Seal in this chapter. I'm also just gonna bring another heal just for Pent, who's actually Harkin. I could also promote Legault. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna promote her. I'll probably get her to 20 because she's so close, but I'll definitely be promoting her on this chapter if we get a Heaven Seal, which ideally we do. That would be awesome. I'll see if I can get Legault like one more level, and then I'll probably promote him after this. We also did promote Florino, which is good. Obviously, Lucius is a huge sort of issue here. But we are going to get Harkin in them, so I'm not too worried about it. I might actually just have Louise go over there, because we probably don't need her down here. We have a lot of other like pretty darn strong units to help out. Hey, Lily. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I think we're good with this formation like this. Yeah, let's do it. So we know what Pent is going to be. Obviously, he's Harkin. And then, yeah, Louise is Guy, but I don't know what his stats are going to look like. Yes, okay, it actually is a Heaven Seal. That's definitely what we want. Perfect. Does Guy always have a weird smile on his face? Like a weird, crooked smile. Okay, so we don't want anything to do with Heath. So Guy is... Oh my god, he's so bad. Okay. Well, he does have A with Harkin, which is nice. Harkin is okay. Really slow. Yeah, Heath is Veda. Slows my body rate. Yeah, that's not great. You definitely, like... Yeah. Pen can be really annoying in the chapter, not only for dying, but also just for killing all the enemies. That's why it's, like, really important to pick him up. Otherwise, he'll just, end it. Yeah, Guy is absolutely terrible. I probably will not be using him very much. Also, when Harkin was in the desert killing all those enemies, he had Warp. I thought he might come with Warp, but he didn't. Which is a little bit concerning, but I think we're okay as long as I just send Louise over there. Yeah. But that is really unfortunate. There's a Swordmaster over here. What do you mean? Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat as Wheelie when I was reading about it. It does seem like a really cool idea, but... Okay. Can we... I didn't give Raven a tome, which is probably not the smartest thing I've ever done. I really want to kill this guy, because he's going to steal some shit. Although I guess we have Legault. How fast is this guy? The nice thing about having Legault now is we pretty much can't get stolen from. Or at least not in the same context as before. We do die if this backfires, but... Oh god. Yeah, Sarah's pretty weak. Also, this Hector's pretty strong. Yeah, I really wish I had given her a tome. That would have been a good idea. Okay, that's not so bad. You want to just kill this guy? How much does a Brave Lance weigh? Oh, just 1,000,000. Okay. Okay, that should work. Where else going? I mean, so much of Fire Emblem like skill is just like understand, like knowing chapters. I feel like there's so much knowledge that goes into it. Like, which I guess is just how skill works, but I just mean like, I don't know if anybody really has that much skill. I don't know. Like, I don't know how good at Fire Emblem I am. I just have like played all the games a million times. You know what I mean? Like, really, this is your first time trying Hector Hard Mode. Trust me, it took me like a million. I mean, I must have gone through Fire Emblem 7 the first like 5 chapters like 20 times or something before I got out of it. Like, oh, you could have just one-rounded. Okay, well, I just should have done that. So it can be tough, but I understand what you're saying. It could be kick-footed. Yeah, I mean, I think if there's any like skill to Fire Emblem, I guess it would shine like if you were doing like a randomizer, or if you were doing like our low tier runs, I think, because you have to like kind of do different things. But again, it's so important to like understand chapters, and that only comes from like a lot of continued play. So I don't know. Like, I don't think anybody just picks up a Fire Emblem game they haven't played, especially not on like its harder difficulty, and just like whips through it. You know, barring some, of course. I think anyone can pick up Sacred Stones or whatever and dominate, but. Who's pretty skilled. I guess it's, to me, it's just about taking time. Like, if you're willing to take the time, because it's not like particularly difficult math. It's just like he has 19 attack, I have 10 defense. So I'm gonna take 9 here, 9 here, 9 here, and then you just like run percentages in your mind, and then it's just up to you how like risk averse you are. Which I guess is skill. I don't know. Oh, I didn't turn the animation. Damn. Armor Slayer. Oh no. But it does. Yeah, it does at least. I don't know. It was about to be 20, which is nice. This chapter is pretty simple. See, this is a great example. Like, if you weren't super familiar with this game and you were doing this chapter, it might be like really hectic. Like, you'd have no idea what was gonna come. But like, it's not a great skill to like understand this. But obviously, this chapter is like really simple because none of those units are ever gonna really push us. But like, you might not know that. Yeah, I suppose there are some things you pick up over time. Yeah, there are different stuff. Like, yeah, like to your point, if you're if there's like a 50-50 that's involved in whatever like strat you're going for a particular turn, like doing that first so that you can get an idea of what the rest of your turn is going to look like. Things like that, I suppose, are things you pick up, and those are skills. I can buy that. Hmm. Are there any cool items here? I don't think I went around everybody's items. Ooh, an Iron Lance. That's pretty cool. Steel Lance. Light Rune. An Angelic Robe. Okay, we should be able to get that, no problem. Okay, the only thing I really care about would be that, and we should be able to get that without too much issue. I think we'll kill this guy. I'd probably stay away from that, yeah. Does Louise beat Heath? I mean, we could try to find out. Let me see, actually. How much does that spear actually do? It's 33 might, or 33 attack, and he has... doesn't get weighed down, which means that he will double us. He has 21 speed, so he would deal, like, 8 times 2. And he has 20 defense, which means we would deal like 13. It's pretty close. I don't think it's that bad. It has range though, which is kind of annoying, but the hit is 110. His hit's pretty bad. Our hit's gonna be better, obviously, because we have weapon triangle. I think straight up, Louise would probably win, but the 1-2 range is kind of annoying. No started flirting. Skill issue. That is true, actually. I would not have had to use that. I always forget that when you promote, you actually get to use swords. I'm actually pretty awful at like equipping units with the correct weapons once they promote. Like I might be the worst Fire Emblem player in the world at giving healers offensive magic items once they promote. I like never do it. Like Raven doesn't have one right now. I don't know why. I never do it. I think I'm really bad at like outfitting. I'm really bad at the convoy because I think my brain just wants to play the next chapter. Just every single. I'm just like, no, let's just go do the next chapter. We're fine. That is true. That is true. You always go Wyvern Knight. That is true. But yeah, I'm really bad at like between chapters stuff because I just always want to do the next chapter. Do I trust anybody to like do stuff? I mean, I trust Hawkeye a decent amount. Yeah. Unless he backfires, I'm pretty sure that Hawkeye is immortal for the time being. I'm waiting for that 1%. I kind of hope it happens. Low-key, I kind of hope it happens at some point. I know it would be really sad, but I think it'd be really funny too. Hawkeye is a weird unit, yeah. As far as the units that we've gotten, most of our pre-promotes honestly kind of suck. Like Harkin, whose Pent is like okay, and then Guy, whose Louise is pretty bad. But like Hawkeye is so bizarre. Yeah, we're basically just gonna use him until the Medicati we lose it, and then who knows? Then maybe he'll just be a brick wall whenever I need it. Louise is just sick of this guy. Sick of him being on a mountain. Sick. Honestly, if Louise never gets another stat for the rest of the game, totally fine. She really doesn't need anything. I do wish that Hawkeye was slightly better just because I really like seeing Lynn's sprite stuff, but... Hey, Louise? No, we can definitely do this chapter without Louise, 100%. This is definitely one of the easier chapters in the whole game. There really just isn't much to this chapter. Like, I could see somebody who I don't know, who didn't understand that the boss isn't gonna move, like, as scary as Veda, or in this case Heath, looks, because they never move, this chapter is just, like, pretty straightforward. There's really not much to it. I always kind of look at this chapter as being much more story-based than, actual gameplay-based. Let me do this. I don't want to waste physics if we don't have to. I'm not trying to promote him anymore. Normally this house is hammered, which makes it really important to actually get, but obviously for us, we don't know. Still probably going to want to get it. Here, if you want to attack Nino, he needs like one more, or she needs like one more. That's fine. Can the Swordmaster get to me? No, okay. And then... I guess Lucius just stay where you are for the time being. Ooh, maybe not. Can I pick you up? No. Okay, go down there, I guess. I guess just go up here. Well, I don't really want these wyverns to come down if they don't have to. Okay, just go up here, I guess. Here's an elixir, which is good. So Valkyries with silver bows? I mean, that sounds dope. Lyn is definitely one of the units that I almost, like, never train. But I do really like Lyn. I think she's a fun unit to use. Mostly just because I think her promoted class looks cool. Sure. The thing is, people complain about the Valkyries on COG a lot, and they should. The Valkyries are absolutely ridiculous. But, like, if you just keep a barrier staff and then literally have base level Harken, you can pretty much just kill him for free with that. Or you could do something like you said, and, you know. Now, the Valkyries with status stabs, those are a different story. Berlin, bows in the top forts. Wyverns for 10 turrets. If you have a unit that could do it, this is a really good opportunity to, like, just kill a million wyverns. Yeah, I could see that being a good strategy, and the hit rate's probably, like, minuscule. That really sounds good. Enjoy your lunch, man. Yeah, Harkin cannot enemy phase him. That is true. That is true. Finding a unit that can, like, effectively one-round Valkyries, now that's something that you're gonna have to figure out on your own, but the big thing is that Barrier Harkin, like, basically takes no damage. That's the biggest thing that he provides. You're really not gonna be able to do anything, huh? 12 defense. Yeah, no. Okay, just back up. We'll do Renault here. I really hate this spawn. It's always, like, so annoying to deal with. It's not, like, difficult. It's just, like, tedious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just get ready to do it. I'll do it next turn. Get that house. Did you get attacked? Why nobody wants to attack Nino? Everybody's attacking Harkin. I know you're already capped, but can you help me out a little bit? Yeah, his hit rate's basically never gonna get over, like, 60%. Harkin, I think, is the best strategy for COG if you're just playing, like, a normal, like, hard mode Iron Man, and you don't have, like, some ridiculous unit. Because you don't have to do anything for Harkin, you just get him. And you just get a barrier staff too, so you don't have to worry about, like, acquiring that either, which is nice. But obviously there are a lot of different options for that chapter as well. I mean, if you're Oswin, you can do it with Oswin too, although again, he's not going to do the one round. A lot of the units that I really like training in this game can never really, like, be that good on COG, because it's like, Lowen's never going to double, like, Oswin's never going to double. Those are pretty much the only units I like, so... And then magic users, obviously, you have to hit the resistance, so that's, you know, kind of a no-go. I'm curious what COG's going to look like for us. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, Fiora, just get out of here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do much for you, Fiora. Here, you can go pick up a fire, actually. Sure. What does he start with? Yeah, for some reason... Okay, I don't know. I don't think this is randomized, obviously. Because, like, everyone has A of whatever, like, weapon they promote into. It's weird. That's pretty specific territory. Yeah, you very much need to have a plan for COG. But that's just why I like Harken, because like again, it doesn't, you don't have to like plan the whole game for Cog. You just need to still have your barrier staff and then recruit him. I mean, obviously there's Pent too. I didn't mention Pent. Obviously he can do great. This is the Dread Isle. I think that just happens in Fire Emblem 7. I think Fire Emblem 7, and a lot of Fire Emblem games are like this. Like, the early game is difficult, and then I think it's really difficult around the Dread Isle. Like, I think the boat chapter is really tough. I think the chapter with Yuhai, mostly just because of Fog of War. But a few of those chapters I think are really, really tough. Or at least can get units killed. But yeah, once you're past the Dread Isle, there's sort of easy point. And then I think it becomes more difficult later. Like Cog, like Night of Farewells, like some of the endgame stuff. Although the endgame of Fire Emblem 7 is pretty easy, but yeah, I do think there's a lull in the mid game. It's kind of like in Fire Emblem 6. Once you get past Chapter 7 and you go to the Western Isles, it's funny that it's another Isles section. That game gets a lot easier for a while, and then kind of hey Ursula, me? Don't need more Fel contracts. Matthew's dead. All right, well, we have 2 Fel contracts now. Not that that's very useful, but... all right, let's just back up. I'm going to promote... Who has the... You do? Okay. Perfect. Oh yeah, the Isadora chapters. Yeah, that's a good point. The Isadora chapter is pretty tough. I love that it's Nino with like her color scheme, but it's just a boy version of Nino with 16 defense. The Isadora chapter is definitely tough. Yeah, that is true. The Isadora chapter really depends. If you have like a good Lowen, if you have like good, obviously Marcus is always good, but like Lowen or Oswin or somebody like that, it can like not be too bad. But if you don't, it can be really tough. They see Nina Death Counter. I know, I had to put her on there because like it's just funny. You never get to see Lynn on a Death Counter. It's so rare. I shouldn't say it's rare. It's literally impossible in the base game. That boy Nino. Look, it's current year, all right. We don't judge. Whatever Nino wants to be, that's perfectly fine. As long as they continue to be bulky as hell, I don't mind. Yeah, the biggest thing is like the biggest thing about that chapter are the first like 2 or so turns. If you can get Lowen or Oswin or somebody to like really clear out the middle, and barrier is really useful there as well, as it always is. And then get to like that middle gap, that chapter can be pretty simple, but if you can't, it can be much more annoying. Take doesn't kill Heath. I am not. We actually were trying to figure out if Luis could beat Heath, and I think he can, or I think she can, but yeah, we're not gonna be doing that. Yeah, I like Geets a lot. He's kind of fallen off since the first little bit. Like he got basically no magic, but he's still a pretty nice unit, and yeah, looks really cool. He looks really cool as a shaman, and I think he looks really cool as well right now. Could do this. I could actually... Hold on. Actually, can you die? I have pretty good defense, don't I? 21 minus 9 is 12. 24 minus 9 is 13. So that'd be 25 damage? Yeah, we should be fine. What's the one that gives me more attack? This one. Yeah, Geets looks really good. That is one of the things, as opposed to the Sacred Stones when we were doing, is the... a lot of the sprites look really cool. I don't think any of our sprites have looked like super mangled or anything. They all look really good. Which I like a lot. I don't know why Legault is such a magic tank, but he is. I think we're good other than that. Yeah, I guess I'd have to like break down the mid from 7 chapters to really like understand where it gets, because that is a good point actually. That chapter is definitely tough, or can be. Sick, dude, way to go. I'm gonna show you a crit. I'm gonna show you what an actual crit looks like. Mr. Blackfang Swordmaster. Oh. I was worried about Legault, but they just don't want to attack Legault. Louise is brutal. Look, when you go up against Louise, you gotta understand what you're going up against. I mean, that's on that guy. He should have known. He should have known better. Hawkeye's actually doing some pretty good work with the non-Manicati. Now, granted, he's fighting unpromoted units, but... Robe. I might honestly just give that to Luis. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, Wyverns didn't spawn? That's kind of weird. Why don't you go over there? You can help out with the Wyverns, maybe. Okay. I know I always say this, but if you ever want a unit to look... a really shitty unit to look good, just make them fight a generic soldier in one of the GBA games. Everybody looks good when they're fighting generic soldiers. Which I guess kind of makes sense, because they are generic soldiers, but... I really hope we get another Ocean Seal, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to promote Pent. Yeah, Renalta's really good HP. Are you too strong? Can anybody help me, like, set this kill for Legault, maybe? That works, yeah. Fiora, it just looks like Fiora. Can somebody go fight these guys? Iron Lance. Yeah, we'll see what Sarah can do. I do have 48 crit with that thing. That's not terrible. Let's... Oh, you're not gonna be able to kill him, are you? No. Here, you do it. Yeah, I like Geets' color scheme a lot. Really cool. I'll probably just promote Legault after this. Like I said, I think... So who do we still have to promote? We have Legault. I need an Ocean Seal for Pent. I can't do that right now. I guess Fiora if I want to. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I want to promote Hector, who's Wallace, but obviously we can't do that. But I think we pretty much promoted everyone we want to at this stage. It's funny that we never got like a paladin. Although I think Guy, we did get one Cav. That was Dart who replaced Urk. But obviously, you know, not here anymore. I mean, I trust Nino. You want to fight Nino? Nino not getting speed on promotion was a little unfortunate. I actually could use a little bit of speed, but... Oh well. I do have 50 crit. Okay. I like that. I mean, as kind of weak as Sarah is, like, it's a shame her skill is so low, but just having 50 crit against everyone is pretty sweet. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. That's not terrible. Like to see that. Really, you still want to attack Louise over... Okay, I mean... It's your funeral, Miss Pegasus Knight. Don't let me tell you to live your life. I will also say the fact that these killer axes are infinite is like pretty busted. Like we got pretty lucky with this, especially considering our strongest unit can use them. Obviously. Oh, Pegs is nice this time. Okay. Sure. Sure, Sarah, that is true. Yeah, I don't know if I can show that on Twitch. That might be against the guidelines. Okay, I mean Hawkeye's getting. I think all of his level ups have been pretty darn good, considering how bad his bases were. Getting him levels is not going to be easy, but here I'm just going to cut off these guys from going after Merlinus. Good. Does Sarah want to keep fighting these guys? As long as I heal her, I think she's probably okay. That's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Let me dance for Florina. Let's heal you. Raven has 43 health. Holy shit. That is a lot of health. Okay, we'll probably attack Renault. They seem to really like to attack Renault. Sure, we can do this with Fiora. Florina's not amazing, but she does have good HP and pretty good defense, which is nice. At the very least. Yep. Nice. Then you come attack me if you want. So I need to be healed. Maybe Pet's just gonna get healed. Sure, if you want to attack Geets, that's okay. Here, guy, get some different weapons. Can you use, I'm assuming you can probably use a killer axe, yeah. Really, anyone who can actually equip a killer axe is, like, gotta be at least a pretty good unit, right? We are running low on heals. I mean, he has recover, and so does my other healer, which is nice, but I think I brought a heal, though, right? Yeah, so we do actually have an extra heal, but I'm a bit lower on heals than I usually like to be. I'm assuming that Hawkeye can handle the, like, Wyvern spawn down here. I mean, I'm sure they deal, like, no damage to him. We can always switch to a bow so we have weapon triangle, or so we don't at least don't have weapon triangle. I want to say bolting is good, but I don't remember. I can check. I've been trying to find a good opportunity for it. I can check once this enemy phase is over. Yeah, Hawkeye's fine. I'm just gonna take him 10 years to kill anyone. I could just switch to a bow, actually, and just start doing that. Sarah's a critting machine right now. That's fine. I don't know why you'd want to attack Geets, but, I mean, by all means. He says are really holding up with yours. Yeah, I mean, I think that's true. I think a part of it, I mean, this kind of happens in normal Fire Emblem 7 too, right? There's no promoted enemies. I think we're going to be encountering more promoted enemies as we go. Wyverns aren't even scary. I mean, part of it is that we've just gotten a lot of pre-promotes, and we've promoted most of our units. But yes, no, that is a good point. The Wyverns are a lot less scary than they used to be. For a long time, any Wyvern was like, we basically had to go get Wallace to kill him, but now things are very different. Basically anybody can handle a Wyvern. But other than Louise, we don't really have anybody who's like really insane. I mean, Hawkeye is kind of insane, but not like all around insane. So I don't think our team is like super busted, but it is definitely good for sure. I mean, Nino's also pretty good. I think part of it too for us is that even though our magic users have really struggled for magic, they all are like really bulky. Like 16 defense. I mean, 11 defense is not good. But he has 37 health. Renault has 38 health. Raven has 43 health. Like, our units just have a lot of HP. I mean, Florian has 45. Like, we've been really HP blessed. And obviously, like, the best way to get bulk is just to get a lot of HP. So I think that's been a part of it. Yeah, everyone's absolutely mediocre to bad. But one of the nice things about Fire Emblem 7, and this goes for Sacred Stones as well, unlike 6, is that, like, even in the end game, you don't need, like, all-around insane stats to actually be, like, a pretty decent contributing unit. And obviously, we're not to the end game very much, so once we start fighting promoted units, and people other than Louise have to fight them, then we'll see how strong everybody is. But at the moment, we're looking pretty good. But yes, other than Louise, we don't really have like what I would call, I guess, like a complete unit other than Louise. We don't have somebody who's just like got really good offensive stats, really good defensive stats. I mean, again, we have some really good bulk. Like I think Nino's a really good bulky unit, but her offensive stats are bad. Same thing with Hawkeye. I think Pent is pretty good. I actually probably should have promoted Pent and not Sarah, if I'm being honest, because I think Pent is actually really strong. I really hope I get an Ocean Seal. Highway. Yeah, we can buy one for the secret shop, but that's not until the Denning chapter. Honestly, I think I just should have given Pent the Ocean Seal, but whatever. But yeah, this is a very like lopsided team. Like almost all of our units are really good. Mostly just really good bulk units, but not offensive units. I can check again, actually. I'm pretty sure it's the Denning chapter where we can buy them. Which we're still a handful of chapters away from, unfortunately. Oh, we actually could have... Oh, we could have bought one on, Forfang Defense. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, we actually can't buy one. Sorry, we can't buy one on the Denning chapter. There's a secret shop on the chapter after the Denning chapter, the like Limestello one. That one we can. You can buy promotion items on the Denning chapter, but not a Ocean Seal. We could have bought one on Forfang Defense, but obviously we finished that really fast. And I didn't know we needed one because I thought she could use an Ocean Seal. Oops, all Lowens? I mean, straight up. that is us. I'm gonna die. Yeah, that's basically our team. Is all Lowens. That's funny. God, I hate these units. They're like just out of range. Let me see how good. Not that I really want to use bolting here, but let me see how good bolting is. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it weighs 1,000,000, but bolting always does. And doesn't have... Yeah, I think this is probably just like a generic bolting. I think it might even have more might. Yeah, victory or death, unfortunately. Because like I said, even though you could buy promotion items on the other chapter, you can't buy Ocean Seals, which is kind of lame. Oops, all Lowens. Okay. I mean, again, I know I've been saying this the whole time. Florina's level ups have continued to impress me. It's just that her bases were so god-awful. Really, Fiora? Alright, well, at least he missed too. Sending one turn with bolting. If we had anyone who had any reasonable magic, I would say that that's a doable thing. Unfortunately, as you know, our magic situation is suspect. But we can try. That would be nice because I absolutely hate that chapter. Let me. Lucius is good, right? Yeah, okay. You have to be really careful with Lucius. Why don't you just stand over there? I love how they even set up like ballistas and stuff here for you to like defend your army. This chapter is so weird. Like I understand that they can't just have them like push with a million wyverns because that would be a nightmare, or like Veda. But man, this chapter just kind of winds up sucking. Oh, I didn't think about that. That's actually a good. We could do that. Yeah. What can you put? I think you can put like 4 units over by where Denning is, like in range right away. We could do that. We could just trade around and bolting him 4 times. We'll see what the hit rate looks like when we get there. But that is definitely something we could try. I really hate that chapter. Although if that chapter doesn't spawn a bunch of status stav druids, it might not be that bad. That chapter reminds me a lot of the Sakai guidance chapter for Fire Emblem 6, where they put you in a spot where they only allow like 4 units, and then they put you in like range of 2 really strong druid status stabs, and it's just such a pain in the ass. Maybe Luis can just run down Denning. Perhaps. It's going to depend if there's... Because, like I said, the problem with that chapter normally is that you just get status stabbed into Oblivion, but obviously it's randomized, so who knows. Well, we could definitely try that. If there are no status stabs, 100% Louise, go to town. Nice. Good Fiora level up too, by the way. Can you double? Oh, we did get a speed actually. Yeah, nice. It's one of those situations where like you need like 3 units with restore. It's just such a pain. Monsieur Lucius. Louise, yeah, something like that. You need like a strategy like that to make it doable. Yeah, it needs to be like multiple, yeah, restore users with high resistance. Somebody who can, but the problem with that team is like then you're really reliant on Pent to actually like do some combat, because there's also a lot of really strong units around there. I don't know. I've pretty much come to the point where the way I handle that chapter is just to not deploy anybody there and then just basically shove a bunch of units in the main room and not deal with that. But yeah. It's like a situation where like it can go okay, but the second that something breaks, like too many people get status or like... Because then you get into these awkward situations where like you have to heal, but you also have to recover a status, but you also, you know... People talk a lot about COG, but that chapter in particular is like a sneaky difficult one. It's just that you can handle it really easily if you just, you know, play really safe. Can Louise handle the druids? I mean, I believe you. I've never tried it, but that I would not trust Louise handling really high magic druids. But maybe. Yeah, on an Iron Man, I think the safest approach is just to back up into like main throne room. That was actually a chapter that really surprised me. When I was first Iron Manning FE7 and I finally got past COG, I was like, okay, I'm past COG. We're home free basically. And then that chapter, and I was like, oh my, because I never... If you play the game just on like normal or like even Elliewood hard and stuff, I'm sure you don't even like think twice about that chapter, but that chapter can be pretty ridiculous on character hard mode for sure. Do I care? I mean, Merlis isn't gonna die, right? I have 6 defense, so nah, I don't care. Just get Lucius out of here. That might be easier said than done. But I could probably just dance for him. No 7 Luna, yeah, that's very true. It does make sense though that she would be good at handling it. You basically, the best thing that you can do is, yeah, just put somebody with high luck and high avoid and just hope for the best. Unless you can get Luna to have like 0 hit, it's just always a nightmare. But yeah, I believe that she's probably a really good avoider of that. I mean, you could certainly do it with other units as well if you have somebody else strong. But yeah, it's just unfortunate because you need really high like resistance units there to not get status out, but then it's just useless against Luna. I never really came up with a good strat for that chapter though, so that's probably the way to go if you actually want to tackle it that way. Yeah, I believe that Lyn, if you train Lyn, I believe that she's probably really good at dealing with Luna. Because again, basically you just need high luck, high avoid. It's just a lot of the units that are really good in the game, like your Lowens or your Osmonds or whatever, they don't have that, so they're really bad at dealing with Luna. And obviously, like, as much as I love Barrier in this game, and I love Barrier, this is like the only Fire Emblem game that I love Barrier. It's just useless against Luna, unfortunately. You need to leave it the way the game's kicking my butt. Yeah, it can be very unforgiving. I still have a file on my original Game Boy Advance copy that's like me on Hector hard mode, and I'm on like Four Fang Defense with like unpromoted Sane because I missed out on the Knight's Crest, and like none of my units are good. I don't even know how I got there. I basically just get destroyed on turn 1 by the Purge Bishop every single time I try it. That was like the one time I tried Hector hard mode when I was younger, and I was like, this is the most ridiculous shit I've ever been through. I don't know what this is. I don't know how anybody does this. Yeah, Brave Weapons Brave Weapons are really good. If you can get into a situation where you can player phase it, Brave Weapons are definitely your best bet. For sure. Because the thing about Luna is that you can never like you just be like, well, just get a unit that has like high enough bulk to survive a crit, but even at capped HP, I don't think you can ever survive a crit. That's right. Corel is Nino, who actually is a mage right now. So it's actually correct. She's between Kent or Raven. Ooh, that's a. I mean, I guess it depends on like which one has better stats, but they can both be really good. I mean, Pent is a better class, obviously, but Raven gets hand axes. That's pretty busted. I think Pent is probably the way to go, but it depends on like what your unit stats look like. Or did I say Pent? I meant Kent. Whatever I said, I meant Kent. But Raven can be really dominant too. Also, Raven just has like really annoying bulk issues and like luck issues and stuff. Okay, so we can either recruit Harkin or Corel. Normally I look this up and I try to make sure that we recruit Harkin, but it doesn't really matter which one we recruit, to be honest. Because they're random, so... Oh, I didn't think about it like specifically for Four Fang Defense. I mean, they're both gonna kind of struggle to deal with. I mean, Kent is probably better at dealing with Lloyd, but that depends. Trying to get it. Yeah, it can be a pain, especially that right side with like There's like a hero over there that's really strong, and there's like a Purge Bishop that's really annoying. Yeah, that chapter can be a pain. That version of Four Fang Defense is like... It's funny how night and day the two versions of Four Fang Defense are. Okay, so we want... So Harkin is like pretty good, and he has good magic, which I like. Guy sucks. I don't think we're ever going to play Guy. I'll probably bring him instead of Sarah. He's probably better than Sarah. I still like Pent. I still think... Who's better, Renault or Harkin? Probably Harkin, right? Yeah, he's got better HP. He's slower, but he's more bulky. Yeah. Renault, as much as I like the way that Renault looks, he kind of sucks. Chef Wallace. I have to recruit and use him. Oh, Wheelie, my guy. No. That's so unfortunate. I don't know the last time I actually recruited Wallace. Like, it's such a pain. That really sucks. I mean, a lot of the times Wallace is just gonna die straight up. Before you can even get there. I suppose if you avoid, like, luring out Lloyd, it's not so bad. Oh, we're bringing Lucius. Why am I bringing Lucius? I don't know why I haven't brought Kent, to be honest. We could just have two dancers, and I'm just refusing to bring him, but... I don't know. One dancer's enough. Yeah, I think we're good. I'm going to give Legault the Fell contract. Well, one of two Fell contracts. I'm not going to promote him right now, because I think we can just get him a couple more levels pretty easily. Oh, no one had the Emblem seal. Oh, I'm dumb. Here, Louise. I mean, you should just take the Emblem seal. It's gonna be the most useful on you. Well, she's already pretty immortal. I'll give it to Nino. Maybe help out Nino a little bit. Or Sword Reaver. Oh yeah, Sword Reaver. Yeah, Sword Reaver him. I mean, do you have Oswin can also do really well. Burning. Oswin can. Do you have Oswin? Oswin can be really good. One of the nice things about Lloyd on that chapter is that he's like. It depends on, like, without barrier, you're really going to be dependent on Oswin's res. But the nice thing about Lloyd is that he pretty much always attacks at range with the light brand, which means you don't really have to worry about crits. But then it's hitting res, so it depends on Oswin's res. If you have, like, promoted Oswin, I feel like he can usually... If you stick promoted Oswin, if you stick, like, promoted Oswin on one of the forts in the middle, you can usually kind of just infinitely... Actually, one of our strats for one of our chapters was put Oswin on one of the forts and then just have him, like, actually run out of light brand hit. That could be a strategy. Hey, look, Gabo, no, you're not too late. I am probably going to go quite a bit shorter, probably just in like another hour, but we're still going. I do have something to do in a bit, but we do have our triple... Wait, should I bring... Oh, no, I am bringing Renault. We have our triple Sage force here, along with our Druid. We have a lot of magic users, wow. Okay, I think we're good. What do I want to do for this chapter? I could just have Louise go up here. I don't think that's a terrible idea. I could even put a door key on Louise if I just want her to go do her own thing for basically the whole time. I don't hate that. Just have her go north. Yeah, Lowen could do really good too. Lowen actually has surprisingly good resistance most of the time. Oh yeah, Farina died. Yeah, Farina died a while ago. We were a little lost without her, but we have this insanely busted Louise right now, so we've pretty much been carried by her for most of this playthrough. Without Louise, I think this would have been a lot more difficult, but with Louise, we're looking we're looking pretty good. What do we have here? We have a Wyvern. Not too scary. Another Wyvern. Do you have... Oh, this 25 use Purge again. Oh my god. A lot of Wyverns. Okay, let's do it. Really getting walls. Yeah, that's gonna be your bigger issue for sure. Yeah. I mean, the only thing I guess is like because Wallace doesn't move, then just like push to the right as quickly as you can. Yeah, I'm just being carried by busted generals in every playthrough. Must honor their team. I respect that. I mean, that's part of the fun. Like, don't get me wrong, as annoying as that sounds, and it does sound annoying, it also sounds kind of fun to, like, actually have to figure out how to make it work. But yeah, the biggest thing, I guess, is just, again, because Lloyd doesn't move, just push to the right as quickly as you can. I guess that would be my approach, but I don't really know exactly what your team looks like. And I also don't know how annoying the, like, Purge Bishop is for your team, because there are certain units that it will actually just one-shot. So... Yeah, I think rescue staff is in one of the chests at Battle Before Dawn. I believe so. This game has a lot of really late important items like rescue. I don't think there's warp at all. Or no, I think warp. No, yeah, you're right. Rescue is definitely in Battle Before Dawn because it's really frustrating because a great strategy for Battle Before Dawn would be rescuing Zephyl, and you can't do that because you get this stupid item on the chapter. Yeah, you're right. I remember that part because I remember how frustrating it is. I really should have promoted Pent. He's just doing work. Hopefully we get another Ocean Seal. Purge Bishop one-shot Isadora. Yeah, that's the Purge Bishop is so annoying in that chapter, actually. If you can find a way to deal with the Purge Bishop, obviously it's a lot easier, but... Yeah, I want to kill that sniper, which I think is probably doable. 6 damage, that is pretty good. How worried am I about Flurina here? What do you have? So that's like, that is a lot of might. Maybe I should just let Nino do it. I mean, Nino's kind of immortal. How much attack do you have? 19, 23. I have 66 avoid. I mean, low key. Sick. Love to see it. Like, do I trust Florida? These hit rates are really low. I think I do trust her, actually. Yeah, I think I do. As long as one of these doesn't miss. Hector, Fiora, Kent, Sarah, Merlinus. Harder to play him. Raven, Ninian. Oh, so who's promoted? Do you have any promoted units? Oh, your Kent really sucks? That's really disappointing. Because Kent being good would be like, I mean, not that this is, very useful information, but Kent being sick would be like so helpful. Yeah, what units are good? That's really important. Oswin saying Isidore. Okay, so you can bring Oswin, so that's nice. Yours one of your better units? Okay, well that's good. She's obviously like can be really nutty. Good class. I have either thief. Yeah. Do you have any like torch utility or anything? Because being able to see the Purge Bishop is like really important to being able to kill him early. Yeah, Fiora's really good. Or at least she can be. Okay. Storage is really important in like actually being able to pick off the Purge Bishop. I don't remember exactly what that side looks like. Jesus, self-immolate. Perfect. Now, light yourself on fire. Yeah, having Kemp be really like crappy is really unfortunate because he can be like such a busted unit. Wow, this paladin's actually pretty strong. Okay. More thieves. This guy brought a soldier and a thief with him. Weird. Weird flex, but okay. But like I said, that is part of the fun, I guess, in especially when you do kind of those stipulation things, is you kind of have to like make a plan, and I mean you'll figure it out, 100%. But it does seem like, yeah, you don't have the best tools available. Nino could probably do... Yeah, looks good to me. But if you have a good good Fiora, that can be really good. Although there are a lot of ballistas in that chapter, so that can be really tedious to kind of work around with her. Oh, wow. I didn't think Harkin would ever double anyone. I like that Harkin's sprite is literally just Pent. Like, I'm pretty sure that's exactly Pent. Sure. Okay, I'll take Res. That doesn't really need, like, good level ups, so I'll take whatever he wants to give me. I will say, not having Louise over here is gonna... Like, I can't just... You know... I can't just kill everything with Louise. Oh, is that the, Is it the... Yeah, this is the best website, honestly. I don't know about the I know there is a strategy bit to this where he talks about like strategy for the chapter. I have no idea if that's good or not. I've never read it. But as far as like map knowledge goes, that website is the shit. It just gives you the best information. Highly recommend using it. Yeah, I mean the one nice thing about that chapter is that like if you can kill the bishop on the right side, there isn't like a ton of stuff to deal with. For Elwood mode, okay. I thought he had like different sections depending on the like difficulty you were playing on, but honestly, I've never really looked that closely at it, so I'm not sure. Your magic is 8, classic Sarah. Unfortunately, rushing the bishop is obviously going to kind of put you in range of the hero over there, and then you also have those wyverns that spawn after the chapter starts. Those are annoying. But that should still be enough magic for you to be able to see the bishop turn 1, I think. With a torch. Or torch staff. I guess it depends if we're talking about a torch or the torch staff. I like that I used our ocean seal on Sarah instead of Pet, and then I didn't even bring her on this chapter. We just put so much effort into Sarah. I feel like she deserved it, you know? Oh god. Okay, we need to, this actually isn't that bad, but we need to kill this guy immediately. He's got a friggin' 25 use purge over there. Yeah, more paladins. Again, those paladins do look kind of scary, so... Oh, can you just not move over mountains? Oh, this might have been a mistake. For some reason, I thought that for some reason, I like thought that she kind of couldn't, and then I just like didn't think about it. Okay, that's a good level up. This gold is actually like pretty good. I mean, unfortunately, his promotion class is like pretty ass, but. So how scary are you? 23. I mean, you're not gonna like kill anyone. As long as I can clear out most of these enemies, I'm not too worried about it. I'm being honest. Sure. Missile 50 cents or 31 HP, 9 strength, 11 skill, 12 speed, 11 defense. Yeah. It's not like probably that terrible, but yeah. It's just kind of a shame that he's on level 15, honestly. Yeah, those are probably a bit low. What's Ken supposed to be at? I'm actually kind of curious. Definitely not a beast like he is a lot of the time. Kid. Where are you, buddy? Am I blind? Ah, Kent. Alright, level 15. Just have 32 HP, about 11.5 strength, 13, 8. Yeah, so your Kent, it's like he's like a little slower than he should be, but oh, he's also a little weaker. Yeah, that strength is really low. That's a bad look for the strength. He does have like okay bulk though. Yeah, that's a little rough. Do you have a Knight's Crest wheelie, or? Because honestly, just promoting Kent right now is probably like the way to go. If you do. How do I kill a Wyvern? Maybe Wallace? Wallace has been successful at this this job in the past. I think yeah, I think he's saying he has a torch, but not the torch staff. I think that's what he's saying. Yeah, that's yeah. Here's Chris, or here's Chris. Oh, I get yeah, yeah. I'm dumb because that's what you're talking about with needing the Earth Seal to promote them. Yeah, yeah, that's really unfortunate. That's like I said, that's the problem that I got into when I first did Hector hard mode way back when. Is like I just missed out on a lot of the because unfortunately Hector hard mode, unlike Fromel 6 for example, doesn't like you have to actually kind of work for promotion items, and if you miss out on them, you can pretty much just you kind of shit out of luck, which is really unfortunate. Really, I'm gonna be honest. You're in a tough spot, but I believe. Yeah, I know Wallace is capped. Oh my god, he's such a beast. I know Wallace is capped, but man, he's still. I still need my big Papa Wallace to come over and help me out with the mean where am I going with this? The mean Wyverns. Jesus Christ, I just had a meltdown. Am I worried about you? You have 19 speed. I mean, I don't get weighed down. Do you get weighed down? Only by the lance. I'd like to kill this guy. I am slightly worried for Wallace. I have 7 speed. I don't get doubled though. Maybe I'm fine. I don't really want to fight this guy. Yeah, you can't get to me, which is nice. So let me trade you off of... Why you have a fell contract, I don't know, but you do. I am slightly worried for Wallace here. I think I'm going to barrier Wallace just in case. In this map version. Oh, have you always done the other version of Forfeiting Defense? I feel like I always wind up doing that one, but I almost never train the Lords, so... The other one is way easier. If you have the choice, I would highly recommend the other one. Oh... Okay. I think we're fine, but that was really scary. I don't like that. Thankfully, okay, I guess there was a chance that he would hit him. There was 30% chance he hit himself both times, and it was only 50-50 to hit me. So I guess that wasn't that unreasonable, but yeah, that was definitely scary. Oh, he's gonna double me. Oh, I think we're okay. There's the snakes. What's for this? Yeah, I think that's probably your best bet. I think killing Mr. Purge Bishop turn 1 I think is gonna be your best bet. No kill land's unfortunate, but Isidore could probably do it with something. Especially if you're able to like, because you're not doing this as an Iron Man, right? So like I think you can probably figure out a weapon that would work for that. But I think that's a really good strategy. And this is what happens when I send Louise off in the wrong direction. Harker could have died, so Wallace also could have died. That was a rough look. Unfortunately, when both these units have 7 speed, you gotta be really careful with them. Alright, I'll wait. I'll get you one more level. I would like to kill him this turn, which I don't think is going to be that difficult. Nice. An absolute critting machine. Oh, that was weird. Cool, let's see that. That is true. Lance makes it a little bit better against the hero. And I think there's also some mercenaries around there. So it's good against them too. Although, I believe Isidore gets weighed down by even a iron lance. So you have to be a little careful with that, but her speed is pretty good, so... Paladin does kind of scare me. Maybe we'll just hold off. Should probably heal you. That would be a good idea. The hero, yeah, the hero is definitely going to be a problem. The bishop, especially when equipped with purge, is probably actually fairly easy to deal with, but that hero's actually got some pretty like strong stats. I mean, you said you deployed Oswin. How strong is Oswin? I guess Oswin can't really get over there. The problem is, yeah, like, as good as Isadora is at, like, going and killing the Purge Bishop, and I'm sure she is, like, she's not going to be able to handle that hero very well. Yeah, I don't know. So if you send Isadora over there turn 1, if you turn 1 kill the bishop, does Isadora just die every time? Can you just, like, potentially back up with Isadora? Yeah, what Bella said, yeah. Just, if you can, like, get her out of there. The hero also has a blue gem, you can still be... Yeah, Wheelie, if you kept your thief alive. But yeah, I think if Isadora can at least survive the next turn, maybe you can, like, start getting a nice surround with your other units. If you have, like... I know you don't have promoted Oswin, but if you have, like... If Oswin is pretty strong, he can usually do pretty good. Yeah, that is definitely a pickle. Man, these thieves are just dicks. That's just what they are. more flyers, but should not be a problem for Louise. We have a brigand coming. Look, I'll go deal with that guy. Let's see. Did you miss one? Oh, you just didn't double. That's right. These guys are really fast. I don't know. My whole team is so weak. Yeah, the left side is definitely a problem, but honestly, like, even if Merlinus dies or something, you still might be okay. The problem is that a lot of those are going to be Wyverns, so there's not really a way to, like, keep them out. Oh, I guess I could have just one-rounded. Because they're just going to fly over. Maybe Oswin can do that? I don't know. I guess it depends on how strong your Oswin is. Any archers over here? You do have an archer. Okay. We don't love archers. Sure. Didn't want to randomize? She did not. She did, to be fair, the like model in combat is a male mage, so she did kind of randomize. At least she randomized the gender swap. Alright. Louise, you're gonna have to do this, I'm sorry. At least we double this guy. The longsword must weigh a bunch, because Flirt is not a very good speed. What time is it? Okay. Okay. Who wants to kill this guy? I guess Logol could probably do most of this. It depends on what spawns up here, but it'll almost definitely be Wyverns. I'll probably have to bring Louise back, which is probably okay. I also can't open any doors without Logol, which is a little annoying. The problem is I need Louise in like 3 different places. She's our only like good unit. Like we were talking about last chapter, as good as some of the units on this chapter are, like for the most part, or I mean in our game is, for the most part, everyone who isn't named Louise is like pretty mediocre. Yeah, sure. Oh, I forgot about Hawkeye. Yeah, Hawkeye's a really good option too. So if you can get like if you can get the units out of there, like after Isadora kills the bishop, it seems like you have at least like kind of enough units to take out the right. Like, it depends if how strong your Osmond is, I guess, but. Well, I mean, you don't necessarily have to go far enough to bait Lloyd, right? Like, I don't think Lloyd moves if you don't go to like the forts, for example. You could just keep. Well, wait. So, Wheelie, do you have to keep Merlinus alive on every single chapter too? Is that part of the stipulation? Because then this becomes a lot more difficult. Yeah, there they come. I mean, I probably don't need Louise over here, to be honest. And I am going to need Louise to help me out over here. Fortunately, this dickhead's got a sword reaver, so we need to get out of there. Okay, good, he can't reach me. Geese can come help, and then... Yeah, I'll just send Louise over there, I think. Moves of the monks, yeah. I think that's really reasonable. I definitely think that Hawkeye is capable of that. Yeah, I mean, I guess Hawkeye, do your thing. It's either Louise or Hawkeye. Those are our 2 units that can actually do things. And Pen. Pen is also pretty good. Merlinus alive as possible. Servia to die at all. Really? Your Merlinus hasn't died at all? That's actually pretty impressive. My Merlinus always dies at least a couple of times. Okay, that is definitely more difficult to try to keep Merlinus alive throughout that. then you're gonna have to play much more aggressively on the left, as opposed to just trying to hold the like choke point, for example. I mean, can I really do much of anything here? I need that lockpick. Yeah, no, not really. What, even with ×3, the poison bow must be ass. Wow. I mean, it normally is pretty bad, but... Stay away from me, you creep. Please help me. He wants to take my lunch money. Oh my god, he actually got magic. It's a Christmas miracle. Enough. Good items these, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, Wheelie, it seems like you've gotten yourself into quite the pickle with those with that. But that is part of the fun. I mean, you are, you know, you do have a few, you know, a bunch of stuff to figure out. Was FE7 experience? Absolutely. Yeah, it's just there's just not a lot of tools. I mean, you really are gonna have to like, especially for some of the later chapters too. I mean, eventually, the nice thing about Fire Emblem 7, and the nice thing is you just got Hawkeye. The great thing about Fire Emblem 7 is, as unforgiving as it is in relation to like promotion items and stuff, it is extremely forgiving when it comes to like units. So you just got Hawkeye, which is great. You're gonna get Pent, you're gonna get Harkin. These are all obviously amazing units that will really help out. But for the time being, yeah, you're in a bit of a pickle. Playing barely lit blade. Sorry. True low tier run. Low tier items as well. Wheelie's not only playing low tier, but he's playing like low tier items as well. Straight up. My hands, we do. Yeah, we have triple sages right now. They're all very middling. Harkin has no speed. Renault's stats just kind of suck, but at least he's fast. And then Nino, I mean, has 16 defense, but yeah, they're a weird group. I will say that. Yeah, down the road might be tougher, but again, at least you'll get like once you get Pent, things will probably. I'm assuming you can use Pent. God, I hope so. It'll things will probably get quite a bit easier as they usually do when you get to use Pent. Actually, maybe just go up that way. Oh, the first overall pick was Pent. Okay, that's good. That's very good. That's Nitto, but not bulky. Yeah, they all have their problems. And Hector promotion. Harkin is. Can you use Harkin? Because Harkin is also can be a big boon. Does somebody else want to do this? I mean, everyone just sucks. Sure, whatever. No social events. Some of the required drafters. I like that. I mean, but your Eliwood would have to be like trained a lot at that stage. Eliwood's also such a like fickle unit. Like sometimes Eliwood can carry, and sometimes Eliwood is just god awful. I guess that's kind of true for all units. I mean, considering how your Kent has has come to be. How good is your Raven? Because I know we were talking about what you should promote, and that Ken seems pretty bad. Is your Raven pretty busted? Because if your Raven is really strong, which he usually is, your Raven could just carry for a while. Because even promoting that Kent probably is not going to get you, like, a ton, to be honest. Hey, Isadora, what's up? I mean, Harkin being replaced with Isadora kind of makes sense, low-key. If you use possible and purchase or using combat. That makes sense. Makes sense. It's a really cool idea. I know you're doing that for your last run too. That's a really cool idea. Your like viewers can draft units and stuff. All right, how good is Isadora? That's the question. She's okay. She has no strength because nobody has any strength or magic on this team, but she's not terrible. She only has a brave sword, which I believe is how Harkin comes as well, so it makes sense. Yeah, I am down to use Isadora a whole bunch. So the problem is going to be actually recruiting her. Hawkeye is finally killing his first unit in this clusterfuck down here. The thing about Eliwood is that, like, he is fairly consistent in the end. It's just that, like, he's such a bad class when he's unpromoted that it's so important that his first, like, couple of levels be really good, and if they're not, really hard to use him. There's a lot of units like that. If you get decent levels right off the bat, not so bad. If you don't, it's a tough one to use. Level up luck, yeah, that can very much matter. But again, I know I keep going back to Pent, but the good news is that at least you'll always have Pent. Wow, this combat is pathetic. If you want, considering you're going to get Isadora, if you want a more emblematic combat of how our team is, look no further than 4 damage times 2 against 0 damage times 2. Jesus Christ. I mean, Isadora's going to feel right at home on our team on the plus side. We're here now, Mauhands. That's what's important. Well, the first 3 levels of bench him. Yeah, you basically have to. Like, those levels are so important. Sometimes he gets, like, speed and strength, and sometimes he just gets 3 skill, and it's, yeah. Really determines, like, whether or not he's trainable. It's just so hard, especially sword users in Fire Emblem 7 are just, like, they're so tough to train. They're so bad. Yeah, well, Malhan's, it's a combination of Isadora having, like, really good resistance, and I mean, Nindo's magic is still only 9. It's so bad. And Isadora does have 14 resistance. Yeah, I think Isadora's going to be pretty good. Her strength is really bad, obviously. Also, I didn't notice this. By the way, she has 3 constitution. That's fucking horrible. Oh my god. Oh no. That's really bad. So in normal Fire Emblem 7, I like Isadora okay, but her constitution is really low for being a paladin, but it's not that low. I mean, that's egregious. It can't be Isadora. How much does how much does an Iron Lance weigh? Okay, an Iron Lance only weighs 5. That's actually really good. Yeah, it's actually not bad at all. I wonder if I still have that body ring. That's a big problem with Isadora in like the base game too, is her constitution is so awful. But it's not this bad. Also, by the way, Pent is absolutely insane, and I feel really bad about not promoting him. Because wow, was he ridiculous. Really wish I still had that Ocean Seal. Who wants to fight all this nonsense? We could let Isadora do it. Oh, let me turn on her animation. I always forget to do this. She does have high speed, although that speed is going to be... we are lucky that she has high speed, because if her speed was low, she would be pretty atrocious. We'll see how she does. The nice thing, again, is that Iron Lances weigh very little. So she still has, I believe, 17 speed. Yeah, with the Iron Lance, which is not bad. Alright. Louise, I'm just going to need you to do your thing for a while here. But 3 Constitution is so bad. Basically, if we use anything that weighs, like, a decent amount, like, she's just going to have no speed. Do either of you have Sword Reavers? No, I like the sound of that. Eats and Legault's adventure up there. She wings all day, as she does, as she does. There's no archers here, so I'm not too worried about Isadora. We'll see how she does. I will say, other than the low constitution, which is unfortunate, her defense is good, her speed is still good. So, and her HP I think is really good too. It's like 42 or something. So, definitely considering how Guy was. By the way, for anyone who didn't see, Louise was randomized to... So, Harkin is Pent, who's pretty good. He's just slow. Louise was randomized to Guy, who's a terrible-looking hero who I did not deploy on this chapter. So, she's certainly better than him. Ooh, she looks really cool too. I like the color there. Nice. Here's what Jerme is randomized to. Or Jerma, or I guess I don't know how to pronounce it. It's actually a really strange unit because like he's actually an assassin, which is really weird. She's Fire Emblem 7 character. I do like Isadora a lot, mostly just because she's the only, like, other than Amelia, which who cares about Amelia, she's the only female paladin that you actually get to use in Bartry's section. Whoa, we haven't even mentioned Dorcas. Jesus Christ, people. Definitely Bartry and Dorcas. Nice speed. So I do really like her for that, because I think it's just cool to see the animation. Definitely, yeah, I would agree with Bartry. We do want speed. I'm very happy about that. It's basically the only thing I want her to get. Maybe a little more strength. Pet will just not finish this guy. I am probably eventually going to have to put somebody else down here because, man, it is going to take Hawkeye about 10 years to kill these guys. Okay, look, one more kill should get him to 20, and then we can get him to an assassin, which would be cool. Yeah, defense, a little more strength too, but speed is the thing that I think she really needs, if anything. Just keep getting resistance. He almost has more resistance than speed. That is bizarre. Louise is only good because she's like our only unit that actually got strength. He'll just follow me, so I'll just start heading over here. Maybe I don't want you to kill him. Guy's so sexy. You get that chest armor is positive, not detriment. True. Actually, true. Yeah, I forgot about Hawkeye. From sex. That's funny. Basing your pecs art. That is true. Hawkeye is ridiculously sexy. Very true. Hawkeye is so sexy that they had to give him his own animation. Like, he was too sexy to just be a generic berserker. They had to invent a whole new animation just to display his sexiness. Like, berserkers already have no armor. They already like show off their chest, their pecs. But Hawkeye was like, he was too good for even that. There's a lot of thirst for axe users in this chat right now. I kind of love it. Dude, Pet hit this guy already. Jesus Christ. Most people thirst for the pretty units, but this is a base chat. We know who we want. Hook deserves better. Exactly. They knew. They do. Man, Hawkeye is actually such a cool character. On a serious note, so cool. I wish they gave like more units, like special animation like that. It's so cool. Have you seen this man's pecs? We gotta show that shit off, dude. Make him huge too. Yeah, it's gonna take about 10 years to kill one of these guys. But we'll get there. It's amazing res. He does have really good res. Yeah, that is true. And especially for this game, res is nice in this game. Yeah, very, very nice. Legacy of his daughter? Who is Hawkeye's daughter? Pressure bubble. I don't know who Hawkeye's daughter is, to be honest. Is it like Sue or something? No, it can't be. Swordmaster. Female Swordmaster. I need like an actual good unit to help me out over here. Louise? Actually, I might need Louise up here. Let's promote Legault. Oh, Greaves' daughter? Oh, I guess that makes sense. She does live in Arcadia or whatever. Oh, yeah, I didn't know that. You ever heard of Fire Emblem? Yeah, I guess I didn't know that. She exists half the time. Well, she should be shirtless, just like her dad, obviously. She'd be a much better unit if she had enormous like pecs and was shirtless. They should have done a custom animation for her. Zadora, I do trust you, but you're not doing very well. Do I trust Farina more? Or Florina? I mean, I certainly have better constitution. Yeah, probably. Oh, you don't even... Oh, she took your Iron Lance. That's funny. We can use a killer one, I guess. Kill that sucks. Okay, just kill that guy. If my unit isn't showing off their giant 6-pack, then what's that new? Isn't there an archer in Engage? I can't remember her name, but she has like, well, she doesn't have her whole shirt off, obviously that would be, but she has like her midriff showing, and she's like super like chiseled. She's my favorite character from that game. If my Fire Emblem character isn't showing me how like ripped they are, how shredded they are, then I don't know why I should use them. Oh yeah, and also Dart. this pre-promote. What? Because they're both hella mediocre. Yeah. We spent all this time on Florina, and she's just like slightly stronger than Zadora. You're the best archer of all time. I'm not open to criticism. I would never critique you for that. I agree. She definitely shows up the most pecs of any archer I've ever seen. So I don't see why that would be an incorrect statement. I'm a big fan of I don't remember what her name is, but I'm a big fan of her. Although I think in my playthrough I had to stop using her because she was just really awful. But I still love her and she's the best. Florina can be really good. Yeah. That is true. Although this is a chapter where you normally get Harkin, and Harkin is Harkin something. But yeah, if you take the time with Florina, or if you do Lin mode, Florina can be like pretty nutty. Whatever. Okay, how do we want to do this? Do I want to open this door? It's like so dangerous if I do it. Like, who knows what's on the other side of this door? You know what? I'm not a pussy. Oh my god. That's a berserker with a sword slayer. Can I go back? Mom, I don't like this anymore. They're not playing fair. This is bad. So Legault might die. Wait. Okay, well, I believe in Legault. Wait. Let's not attack this guy. Let's go here and not attack this guy. Because there's a chance that the Hector will move first, and he might attack Legault, and that would be really good for me. Although then Geets might die. This was not what I wanted to see on the other side of this door. I'm going to be honest. That's terrifying. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, it's only 4... Actually, it's only 4 crit. That's actually not that bad. I don't know how I'm killing this guy, but... Okay, well, our offensive output is fucking atrocious, obviously, but... It just depends. Like, some pre-promotes are... Some pre-promotes are like Isadora, where they're more like tempo pre-promotes, and some are like Pent or Harkin, where they're just mind-bogglingly good. Isadora's good. The only problem I have with Isadora is that her like best attribute, which is her speed, is like pretty undercut by the fact that her constitution just sucks. So she actually winds up being like pretty generic, but she is fine. Was it not effective against assassins? I don't know, but I'm really happy that it isn't, because I definitely thought he was going to get massacred there, and he didn't, so... Yeah, Isadora's useful, she just... Well, she just Isadora. Man, even that doesn't look that good. As long as I can kill this guy, I'll feel pretty good. I think I just one attack. Yeah, I feel good about that. This Berserker is insane. I have no idea what the Sword Slayer is effective against. Couldn't tell you. I love that you're still amazed by that. It is ridiculous. It is extremely powerful. I will agree. So I'm just never killing that guy ever, right? This guy also has a Lance Reaver. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's just do this. Yeah, Isadora's not bad. She's just... No, I get what you're saying. Isadora's like a tempo unit. I like to call those units tempo units, or like pile of stat units. You know, like they're good. Isadora is good for 5 chapters after you get her. Who knows? And she has really specific utility, but obviously she doesn't compare with Pent or Hawkeye or whoever. Any character, any class that uses swords as a main weapon. Maybe it's just because assassins nobody really thought about them very much. So, because yeah, I don't know. It definitely should have been effective. Maybe assassins are just weird. I don't know. Maybe something a lot after a while, insane. Wait, what do you mean? After a while? Wait, what? Kent Insane. Well, if you train Kent Insane, they just get stronger, right? I mean, I don't think Kent Insane are very good. I don't like either of them, to be honest. But they will be way better than Isadora if you put effort into them. But what is hard? Hard. Welcome to Hardcore Hector. I like Hector a lot. I think Hector is a beast in the early game. I'm a big fan. Oh my god, this is real. Why am I still doing this with Florina? I feel like I'm reading chat too much. I'm gonna use that as my excuse. I need to get Florina out of here. She's gonna get crit to death here in a minute. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree with you, Bello. But your first statement was that they get weaker or something like that. I mean, if you take the time, they're still insane. But no, I agree. I'm not a big fan of Kent or Sane. I don't use them very often, to be honest. We should get out of here. I think I'm just gonna... Yeah. I think it's time to get out of here. I think it's time to murder this guy and get the hell out of here. Give her a sword. What are you, crazy, Tiago? I do have an Axe Reaver. I just keep trading it off of her. But yeah, without Lin mode, they're way worse. With Lin mode, I think they're both top tier units, but then again, a lot changes with Lin mode. I'd rather you attack Louise, to be honest. I'd rather just you kill yourself. All right, fine. Really, isn't Kit and Sane kind of the same? I prefer Sane as well, but I feel like they're kind of the same unit. But yeah, they always just wind up being middling. If you don't do Lin mode, they're so slow. Okay, we now have 10 and a bunch of stats. So for anyone who likes the number 10, we're kind of doing it. So who can handle stuff here? I mean, I could Axe Reaver. I could just equip the Axe Reaver. Actually, there's only... Well, the problem is these Sword Slayers. But I take that pretty well. I guess I only have 2 Axe Reaver hits left. That part's not so good. Yeah, maybe this whole sword idea is a good one. I mean, I do have A swords. Oh my god, everyone is so clogged up. I love the snow mechanic. Why did they never bring this back? Is Ken's strength growth 25%? Wait, that can't be. There's no way that's true. Wait, no, Sane has a 60% strength growth. Kent has a 40%. I mean, that's still a difference, but it's not 25%. That's insane. Oswin is surprisingly darkest. Dude, Oswin's a beast. I love Oswin. Actually. Oswin's one of the only, what do you call it? What was I doing here? I don't remember now. Oh, sword. Sword's a sword. Oswin's one of the only knights that I actually really like. I mean, that's better, question mark. No, not really. We can just get crit. That's the problem. I guess if I just do this, I'll do yeah, I'll do that. I think that's okay. I think we're okay. It's starting to get a little sketchy, I'm gonna be honest, but I think we're okay. I don't think Florina will die. He will die. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a 20% difference. But the difference in obviously, like Sane's strength growth is ridiculous, but Ken having like 40% strength growth isn't that bad. Okay, that's good miss. Yeah, I prefer Sane as well. I mean, Kent is still a beast, though. I don't know. I feel like there's some slander about Kent going on in the chat right now. He's not bad. I mean, he has a more consistent skill and speed growth. I guess only by 5%. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, he's quite a bit worse than Sane. I mean, he's fine. They're both good. Yeah, that's a really good point. FE7 is not the game for Cavs. The later in the game it is, which is why Lowen can still be such a beast. Like in um, Battle Before Dawn, for example, you really need high mimic characters, but early on, high mimic characters are like quite a bit worse than they are in FE6, for example. I know there's so much Kent hate. Don't get me wrong. It's surprising that I'm actually like weirdly defending Kent because I prefer Sane, but he's not that bad. That is also a really good point. Like a lot of especially when it comes to like Kent and Sane, because they are very similar units. It really just depends on like how many good Kents have you had and how many good Sanes have you had. And I feel like Sane is just better more consistently, which makes a better unit. Okay, let's finally kill this guy. I think we killed the other Swordmaster, so. Yeah, I love Lowe's one of my favorite units, straight up. I love like I know it could get frustrating at times because his offensive stats are so weak, but God, like bulky Cavs, not only physically bulky, but like good HP, good defense, and pretty good res. Oh my God, dude. The whole pack, take him home to meet mama. The whole package, dude. Sign me up. I mean, I don't know what else I could possibly want. We don't talk about the 30% strength, speed, and skill growth. Those are not important. Okay. I mean, Florina, I know I've been saying this the whole time, but her level ups continue to be good. It's just those bases were so bad. She's not a great unit, but she's okay. We're also getting Hawkeye, weirdly, like a lot of experience here. Okay, I think we're good. All these guys are just going to fight Louise, which is just great, obviously. With 8 movements, no downsides, only fun. I agree. I agree. That's the thing about, like, I know we always talk about this with Movement's King. You give any class, like, 2 more movement, they're busted. Yeah, Hector's a beast, too. That's just kind of how FE7 works. Like Lowen, Hector, and Oswin in like Fire Emblem 7 or Fire Emblem 8 would be like maybe middling units. Like they'd probably be okay, but they really are in the perfect game. Yeah, Hector definitely falls off. Like After the first like 10 or so chapters, Hector's basically like never really that useful again because his promotion is so late. But for those first 10 chapters. The archers would hit her. Why waste a spot in her inventory if she's just dodging everything? We did hella busted flurrying on our low tier run. This is a message from Lord Nurgle. Miss. Dude, Louise is such a beast. I wonder how this run would have gone, like where we would be right now if we didn't have Louise. Yeah, Hector, you want Hector to stay as far away from basically everything in COG as humanly possible. It's not the place for him. Even barriered Hector is not where you want to be during COG. I mean, Hector still has some utility in the late game. I find that most of the time his stats get high enough to the point where like he can still deal some decent combat in some chapters, but he's a little bit like Jafar, where like you just kind of keep him in the back of your army. Maybe you deploy, maybe you don't. And if you need to fight like especially an unpromoted unit in the last couple of chapters, he can do okay. Your trustworthy killer axe, dude. The fact that a big part of the reason that our convoys is filled as it is because like I just haven't used so many weapon uses. Like I haven't had to buy anything for Louise. That is true. Hector wants to stay in the back anyways. Good level up to recruit Veda. Speaking of good pre-promotes, Veda is very solid in the end game. Very good unit. I don't know why I'm giving all these kills to Hawkeye. I really wish that Wallace could have promoted because I would love to give these kills to him, but I don't know. I guess we're doing Hawkeye. Is he S and bows? No, he's C. Okay. He's S and swords. I think it's in like it's definitely in the 400s. Let's see. 518 battles, 287 wins. And we're not even like that close to the end. Like it's going to be really high. I don't know if I've ever been carried by a unit quite like this. I mean, even Horror and Radiant Dawn doesn't quite carry you like this. Hector wants to stay in the back. Half the enemies, maybe more, honestly. It's been a lot. And she will probably continue to do it because we don't really have a unit that's going to, like, take over as our dominant enemy killer. Not yet, at least. I mean, our second most is probably, like... I don't even know. Maybe Hawkeye? I mean, Hawkeye's definitely got a lot of battles because he keeps choking points. Yeah, I'm not sure. Could be Wallace, I guess. So sorry, where they see it. I like that. Secret book, okay, not bad. Not really the item I want. Oh, there is another one of those. Louise is definitely gonna go down to the history books. That is true. You can tell just how many units are. I mean, a lot of that came just straight up from Crazed Beast, to be honest. Yeah, he only has 109 battles. How much does Wallace have? 160? Okay. I mean, you have chapters like Cog and Crazed Beast and stuff that are just so ridiculous. Two archers, one nomad. No, nomad trooper. Jeez. That's scary. Yeah, at least you have the archer utility. That's really nice. Really what you want for that. Secret for pet? That's not a bad idea, especially considering the fact that we don't really need money at this stage for any reason. I don't like the old egg. He's doing alright. He wears a wig every time in combat, as you can see. I kind of like Wallace, honestly. Oh, no, wait, that wasn't Wallace. Okay. I forgot this is Hawkeye. Wallace also, I just love Wallace because the Archer sprite has, like, pigtails. Which I find very, very cute, very charming. Calling him an old egg is really mean. Funny. Oh, Jafar's a soldier? That's really funny. Yeah, I like Wallace. I like, one of the things I like about these randomizers is that, characters like Wallace and, Louise, like, I mean, I know you're not really using the unit because they got randomized, but, like, it's nice to just see their face and stuff, do stuff, because I basically never deploy either of them. Yeah, it seems strong. Okay, I mean, Hawkeye's levels continue to be, like, pretty good. Obviously, he still sucks, but... Friends introduce you to Fire Emblem? Use this old fedora wearing egg. Oh, poor Wallace. I mean, true, but poor Wallace. I mean, nobody wants to use Wallace. Has anyone ever played this game and been like, man, I love Wallace? My favorite character is Wallace. He almost feels like an NPC that, like, shouldn't be playable. Like... Poor Wallace. Reddit driver. Is Wallace really popular on Reddit? That would surprise me. He doesn't he? He seems like some general character that should just be in the background. Yeah. I mean, I know he comes as a green unit. It dies a green unit. I mean, he basically just should be a green unit. Like, don't get me wrong, his, like, character and who he is makes sense, whatever, who cares. But, like, he's a green unit, like, straight up. So it is extra funny for him to become our, like, literally our main character. Is this clusterfuck almost over? I mean, probably not. Iron Rune got stolen. Trust me about hands. I know all about good items being stolen. It sucks. I hate thieves, man. They're the worst. The meta doesn't help. No, it really doesn't. He basically is like the tutorial. Like, he's the tutorial person that, like, helps you out. And then he should, like, die or something. I don't know. Least unit of all units. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. Oh, we finally got hit. And I finally didn't crit. The crest entitled Karen, the list of insults. You have to use the night crest on me. I'm the only one who can use it effectively. Meh. Shut up, Wallace. Nobody likes you. Oh, and the snow just keeps on coming. Unfortunately, I need Legault to open up all these stupid doors for me, so it's going to take a minute. To the Final 7. I think I played that because that has like Isadora in it and like Harkin and stuff, right? But they're like unpromoted. Young Wallace? Oh, I don't think I ever saw that. I think I played a little bit of it. With hair, yikes. He should if they actually did do Young Wallace, they should definitely have made him bald. Straight up. Wallace just is bald. He was bald at birth, he's bald now. Equally an idiot. Soldiers just played the last man. Poor Wallace. Give it to Sate, yeah. The fact that one of Sate or Kent can come as a pre-promote on Hector Hard mode is like pretty ridiculous. Holy shit, Florina's actually slowly becoming like a pretty good unit. It's taken a long time to get to this point. I had to get her to level 20 and now she's like level 5. But goddamn. She is trying. Nobody can deny that. I don't even die to double crit, so... Oh my god, this stupid weather shit. You gotta love it. Kill him otherwise. They knew. Oh my god, that's the Sword Slayer. Okay, never mind, never mind. Wait, this is actually kind of bad. I guess I can just heal you, yeah. Okay, that's what a Sword Slayer is actually supposed to do, unlike what we saw earlier. Once getting the Geist chapter duty is such a pain. I do kind of want to do a run of Fire Emblem 7 that's very, like, Lord-based. But, like, training the Lords is, like, such a pain in the ass, and then it's not even worth it. Because Hector and whatever your other Lords, like, promotion are so ridiculously late. It's so annoying. I do really like Geats, though, and that chapter's sick, but... Ow. Pig's so funny. It is weird. It's a weird experience, huh? Like, this shouldn't be. You're my best healer. No, you ain't. Well, let's get the fuck out of here. Nobody likes you. Oh, is Lynn's mother in that too? That's pretty cool. I think I remember that. I think I played that once, but I don't remember it that well, I guess. But okay, I should be able to kill. Yeah, the Geese chapter is like it's so much nicer than the Wallace one. Madeline, yeah, you like that? It's great. Oh my god, now we just have to ferry around Legal and open all these doors, which is just great. Oh, actually, you have a door key, right? I gotta open this chest. Alright, I'll go down here and open the doors, and then I'll come back. Get those chests. Yeah, I remember Harkin as a trainee. Just pretty cool. Level 4 mercenary, Jesus Christ. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, I love this chapter. The other version of this chapter on the route split is like so much better. At least it doesn't take 10 years to finish it. Although you get to fight an assassin in this version, which is kind of cool. Swordmaster crit, Jesus Christ. Well, to be fair, light magic kind of does have like pretty good crit. Like that is already sort of a part of light magic. But yeah, the whole like class having it is like pretty busted. Actually, an argument. Yeah, that seems really strong. Ninja staff rank, not you, is A. I think everyone that promotes just gets A in whatever like item they get. It's really weird, or whatever thing they can use. Yes, you can deal with that. You can deal with that, and you can deal with that. Okay, so I feel pretty good about this. Not the paladin so much, but that's okay. Fine. He can't really deal any damage to me, so we'll kill him eventually. Yeah, I mean, Thunder, in the context of tomes, has high crit, but obviously in, like, in comparison to killer weapons, for example. And Flareon is doing the Lord's work over here. Yeah, Aura has a bunch of crit. I think Divine has pretty good crit, too. Oh, I keep forgetting the Kill Lance has range. There's such brave tomes of thing. Oh my god, that would be really scary. Absolutely terrifying. I think I'll just... Well, I guess I could just do this. Yeah. Marathon shit. That is true. And that thing, to be fair, that thing is hella busted. So I think we probably know how strong Brave Tomes would be. I think it also has a lot of might, but... Is there a Brave Tome in The Last Promise? I've played The Last Promise, I don't remember that, but... It's probably busted. Finally a bad level up. Do a different class. Should we also use light? That's interesting. With physical defense, that seems pretty strong. I think that's in one of the games. I can't remember what it is, but I think there's a game where... It might be like Shadow Dragon or something, where like dark magic users actually have like really good defense. It's really annoying. Ooh, this is my last kill lance hit? That's a little annoying. What do we got? A sniper. And a bunch of lords. Alright, well, I don't know. Shoot a bow at somebody. Fuck you! Little baby Lynn. Alright, I'll just do this. Actually, going in that room is just useless. There's just enemies. The tanky druids. It does make them a little different. It kind of makes sense, I suppose. Yeah, Olwen is a lot worse than Ilios. But yeah, the Dire Thunder is extremely powerful. I don't really know what's right there. I usually just wind up using or losing Olwen at some point, and then I actually do recruit him. But yeah, Dire Thunder's pretty busted in that game. Your damn Jesus Christ. You know what's better than a knight? A knight that can use magic. Yeah, see, I remember Sia. She's really busted. Yeah. What do you have? Oh, you attacked Nino. Okay. I mean, if you want to keep doing that, then whatever. You do you. Gale Force Mage? Oh my god. Gale Force, Dire Thunder, Sia Mage. Just go around destroying everyone. There you go, Nino. Why couldn't you have done that, like, when you were actually getting a bunch of levels? Yeah. That was awesome. Yeah, Wheelie, it's really busted. Sia's really, really strong. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of... There's a few, like, recruitment stuff in that game, in Thracia, that's, like, a bit odd. I'm not a big fan of, like, having to choose one of two, you know, of those. It's kind of weird. Oh, is there a Thunder in Engage? Is that a chest? Oh my god, of course I have to go get the chest. It's gonna be 10 years before I finish this chapter. I don't know. You want to die? Whatever. Views always wearing. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, that's promised another game I wouldn't mind playing on stream at some point, but maybe one day. I do like that one. I remember when the last promise was being developed, because I was actually playing a lot of hacks back then, and I played it like. I remember when one of the first versions of the last promise I ever played, because I think they give healers 20 experience per heal instead of 10. That might have been in the final game too. I don't remember, but the like first healer you get had like an insanely high defense growth for some reason. They eventually changed it, but like you could easily get them to like a really high level cleric and they would have like 15 defense or something. Like it was so stupid. Exactly. Louise has got you covered. Ow. My wrist is like messed up for some reason. Constitution was insane? That's weird. It's weird to just give a priest like those kind of things. I just remember, I remember the final version that I played, they like dramatically changed it, like she was an actual cleric. But yeah, for some reason, I want to say her defense was like, her growth was like 40% or 50%, or I don't know, it's just like really high for a cleric. Very bizarre. Okay, another emblem seal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we could have somebody be really bulky. or really really have a lot of avoid. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what Renault's constitution is. I imagine it's probably pretty high. Yeah, I'm not. I'm definitely not. If there's one unit I'm not an expert on, it's fucking Renault. That dude is such a weird unit. Oh, actually messed up his movement a little bit, but it didn't matter. I don't even know why I did that. All right, just a couple more chests. Man, I was planning on ending the stream like half an hour ago, but this chapter is just taking forever. I mean, it's fine. That should be okay. I just have to eat real fast. It's okay. I'm good at that. That's fine. Can I get him anywhere? Probably. Alright, we get these chests. We're in speed Fire Emblem now. Yeah, there's a few. I've talked about this before, but like when I was younger, that's not the promotion item I need, but thank you. When I was younger and actually did like, I basically downloaded every hack that was available and played it. There really wasn't any hacks that had more than like 10 chapters. That's why The Last Promise was so cool. But now, like, I feel like I get recommended a lot of hacks that seem like they're full, complete hacks, which is really cool. And this whole randomizer thing, I don't know if this was a thing. I definitely never did it. Flames of Redemption. Okay, I don't know if I've ever looked that one up. There's one that Tegan kept talking about that looked interesting, but yeah, I don't know if I ever looked that one up. But I definitely will. Oh, he's he has no offensive magic. He does have a chest key and a door key. This is the weirdest unit. Okay. Look at this random assortment of units that he's brought in his room too. This is his harem. This is like his love harem. This is just weird. Having wars inside of his temples of choice. True. I respect that. I respect the hell out of that. The only thing I've probably played a lot of these. Chop you up into tiny little pieces. Then that was really funny. And then he barriers him. Fuck you, Archer. Take some resistance. That's great. You tell him, Jerme. Oh god, that was really funny. I'm gonna chop you up into tiny little pieces. Oh god. You're just a good guy all around. He really is, though. Remember now an Emblem? Yeah, I might try that at some point. No, really, I think he just does. I think that's just his battle quote, like when he's supposed to attack. I think it just played his battle quote. It's just that the game doesn't understand that he's like not actually attacking because obviously Jeremy's. So normally, oh, you never been to this chapter? Okay, so normally Jerme is supposed to be a assassin. So. That was great. That would be my favorite moment of the randomizer thus far. I'm gonna chop you up into tiny little pieces. Anyway, here's barrier. Carla and Mia, so it has to be good. I do like that. I do like that. I do like Carla and Mia. I will admit. You practice silencer? Yeah, I believe so. He doesn't have a lot of crit, so it won't really happen. But it is weird because Like, they clearly don't want... What the fuck? Did he just... What? Did he just bury himself? He just traveled through time. Oh my god, he did! What the fuck are you doing, Jerme? I need to put you down, dude. Okay, alright, good, good. Kill this guy. Jesus Christ. See, he's actually just a crazy person. Like, he's on LSD or something. There's all that called Fire Emblem Girls. I wonder what that features. It is on the same availability rating. Dawn, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Random Girls of Fire Emblem 7. Now that's my kind of hack. Or are we on Battle? I always dread Battle Before Dawn, and then I get to the chapter before this, and I'm like, we're so far away from Battle Before Dawn, and then we're just there. Well, the nice thing is Jafar is still an assassin. Oh, it seems like Nino's still a mage too, which is weird. Nino's Corel, we know that. Okay, I can't see him until the chapter actually starts. All right, well, this is where I'm gonna end the stream for today. The swinging sword. Feeman. Okay, so we're on Battle Before Dawn, which is terrifying. Hopefully Jafar randomizes to something kind of good. Actually, wait, hold on. I saved. We can see what Jafar and I'm kind of curious. Before I go, let's get a taste for what we have to deal with. All right, Jafar has 60 health. Holy shit! I mean, his stats look like shit, but he has 60 health. All right, well, I like that. And then Nino, who is Corel. Oh my god, has 32 health. Okay. Well, this seems not so bad because he has 60 health, but strength with Jafar, yeah. He does not seem like a very good unit, but 30 luck with 60 health seems very nice. Okay, so oh yeah, as I said, I'm gonna end the stream here today. Definitely no stream tomorrow, and then maybe Sunday, but at the very least we'll start up again on Monday. So thanks everybody for watching, as always. Next time should be interesting because we're gonna have to do this in COG, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, everybody enjoy the rest of your nights, enjoy your weekends, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.